All right, guys, this is a Virtual Hour. This is a new podcast where we talk about movies, video games, TV, anything that we're excited about, anything we want to talk about. Yeah. So, thanks for watching.
All right. I'm Tony.
I'm Ryan.
Nick.
Drew.
Gnud.
Biller.
Biller.
That is
yeah, you probably go to the
That's
right
Biller.
Biller. Was that loud enough?
Biller,
Yeah.
the what's
killer?
Biller?
No.
Puss.
The kitty.
It's fine.
Say pussy's Biller.
Yeah, it's fine. All right. Anyway, what have you guys been enjoying this week?
You guys have been enjoying more stuff than I have.
Yeah, we all went and saw Transformers on, was it opening day?
It was the day after. It was the Saturday.
All right, the day, and it was a packed theater. We were in we were in the biggest theater in our
It opened up at 300
theater. It was
million.
the biggest auditorium.
Yeah, the biggest.
Biggest auditorium in our theater, and it was packed. I mean, we had to sit up in like the little front row of seats.
Sucks.
It wasn't
Yeah.
that bad.
All I'm gonna say was the movie 5 stars.
Yeah, it was just
Not even
phenomenal.
Like, 4 is like the highest, right?
Yeah.
Like
I would say a 5 on a scale of 4.
Great acting, great lines, great product placement.
Plot was
So good.
plot was good.
No, I have a couple questions though. I was reading quickie reviews and stuff, and what's this everybody keeps talking about? Some character carries a card that like explains why he can bang an underage girl.
That makes sense though.
What?
Well,
No, it doesn't.
No, because lots of states have this law. So like,
It's an actual thing.
yeah,
It's called the
a
Romeo
thing.
and Juliet clause. Marky Mark's daughter was dating like
Were you guys
a
serious?
guy who was.
Yeah,
like,
it's a real thing. Yeah.
Marky
She's
Mark's
seven-
daughter was like
she's
17. She's
17
dating
and
like
the
some like
guy's
18-year-old.
Yeah,
Okay,
it'll
wait.
be what me and Sarah are like, because she's a sophomore now. She was a sophomore when I was a senior.
Okay.
It's the
Mr.
same thing.
Girlfriend over here.
It's the same thing, but he's older now, and she's graduating. And, Yeah, that's what
It's
it is.
pretty much like if you
So
dated
he's
at some
20
point,
and she's like
Even
17.
though the chick looked like she was like 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
she's
she
like
looks
26.
so-
Oh, this is just the best part of the movie.
hot, though.
It opens up to this, right? The girl and her friends are like driving along in their car,
Oh my
having a good
God.
time.
Spoilers.
Yeah, there's gonna be Transformers.
the intro
spoilers.
spoilers.
Well, there'll be more later
Yeah,
on.
true.
So the main girl, Marky Mark's daughter, and all her friends are driving in their Jeep, and they pull up to her house, and she gets out, and she's like, "Oh, only 2 more weeks of class, then we can get drunk and have all the fun we want. No
She
more
said
class."
she said
she said, she said get wasted. She actually said it. She looks like she's like 26, and she said no more classes. So you're like, she must be graduating college, I guess.
Opens up the mailbox.
Later on, you figure out she's just
17.
graduating high school.
She's 17.
She
just
looks
graduated.
at least 26, and she thinks there's
That's
no
a
more
Michael
class.
Bay film
But
for you.
one of her main things is like, how am I gonna pay for college?
Yeah, the
And
whole
so
time.
Right.
she doesn't want to go to class, but she's worried about paying for it. So
Oh. My God.
Great stuff.
No, in all seriousness though, what'd you guys think?
I actually like we shit on it all the time, but I don't think it was that bad. Like,
I didn't like it at all.
I mean,
I didn't. Tony and I didn't see it, but I'd probably shit on it.
yeah.
I probably would too.
I shit all over the first 3 all the time.
I gave up after the second. I got about half an hour, maybe an hour into the second one, and that was it.
You didn't even finish the second
No,
one?
I was done. That was it. Was terrible.
the ending, I think,
It was
for the
bad.
second
It was
half,
really
I
bad.
great.
No.
Stow and I thought that Stow and I
ended.
saw the second one,
Pyramids.
and we didn't even know where the plot was going.
Right.
We couldn't even. If you asked me what that movie was about, I couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
Right.
I mean,
I've seen, like I said, I've seen the first one maybe like once or twice. All I remember was it was about them getting the Allspark. Is that what it's called?
the first one is.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
cube,
yeah.
that
The
cube
cube.
thing. It was
Oh,
mildly entertaining.
The thing about it for me though is like when I was a kid, I was all hyped for Transformers, like making videos with them. You guys know that, but
You should come to next spring.
when I first saw it, I was like in middle school when the first one came out, so I was like, holy shit, this is awesome.
Yeah, I remember
and I
that too.
loved
What
the
year did the
first
first one come out?
When we were
2006.
sometime when
07.
we were in middle
07.
school.
07? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
but then I mean I
sixth
loved
grade?
it.
It's been a while.
I mean, 6th grade me was like Transformers, man.
Transformers is my dude.
Yeah.
It was awesome.
So going back to the new one, I actually enjoyed it, but I'm not one to get critical over movies at all. It was awesome.
I am. I didn't see it, so I have
mean-
nothing to say here.
Right. You
I-
go to a Michael Bay film to see spectacle. Nobody
Yeah.
does spectacle.
Yeah, but
like
like
Michael
the
Bay.
dialogue is way worse than you're even thinking
I mean,
it is right
it's
now.
bad, and I think it's like one of the worst of the whole series. But like, I don't think all the Transformers have been like shit. Like they've been poop.
I don't think I wouldn't say
But
that. I wouldn't say
none
that
of
the
them
first
have
one
been,
is
like-
shit. I mean, it
They're like-
was.
The
It's-
first one's entertaining.
it's-
but
I think the first one's good, and I think I honestly think the third one is like really good for a Transformers.
The
film.
third one, I ditto what I said about the second one. If you ask me what happened
That was
Couldn't
the one
tell
where
you.
they like went to Russia at one point. And they
Wait,
had, like,
isn't that the-
laser
with the
beak,
moon?
Like the bird
The
thing.
moon.
Dark Side of the Moon,
Yeah,
right?
there's
There's a moon.
The
That's a
Yeah.
Pink Floyd album.
Yeah, yeah.
No, Transformers. The
again,
Dark
I
Side of
couldn't
the
tell.
Moon.
It's called
No,
Dark
it's
Side
called
of the
Dark
Moon.
of the Moon.
Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
No, it's actually
I
a
couldn't-
narrative
They
of
had-
Dark Side of the Moon by
They
Pink
had-
Floyd.
With Transformers.
Yeah.
They had Buzz Aldrin in that movie.
Yes.
Oh, for real?
Oh, did they seriously? Oh, that's rough. Why would he agree to do that?
Why would Al
What else does he
Pacino?
have to do?
Why would Al Pacino, like, considered to be one of the greatest living actors.
Right.
Why would he agree to be in Jack and Jill with Adam Sandler?
Hey man, that's
Money.
my favorite movie.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they agreed to do it. I mean,
Have you seen it?
No.
Jack and, okay.
No.
Have you seen Jack? and
My
Jill?
family tried to get me to watch it. I was
you
like,
did?
no.
Have you
I haven't seen it.
has
I haven't
anyone
seen it,
else
No.
Am I the
No.
only one that's seen it?
That's the one where
Probably.
like Andy
Is it-
Samberg gets a tattoo on his back, right?
Yeah, that's actually.
Is it as bad as
exactly
people say
Is
it
that
is?
it?
No.
No, that's not it. That's
I was
like
just joking.
something about his dad.
I thought
that's
you
the
were
that's
being
the newer.
sarcastic.
That's a newer movie. It's like
That's
That's
the-
Andy Samberg and Adam.
Adam
No, you're
Sandler's
thinking
his
of-
dad.
It's called That's My Boy.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
my-
that's the
okay.
one.
That looks bad.
Yeah,
That
but
looks
Jack and Jill,
really
I
great.
mean, I wouldn't say Adam
Has a-
Sandler's films
It has,
recently
it has
have
a
been that
4%
great.
on Rotten.
But he, I mean, he
No one, no zero.
no, it's bad. Like it's really bad.
Was
But-
it funny at all?
No, I mean, I didn't laugh.
No.
Wow.
I laughed at how bad it
Sucks,
was.
though, I mean-
But he made a comment about it, like he just makes what he wants to make, which is.
That's
I mean,
what it seems. It seems like
that's
he's
fine.
making. It seems like Adam Sandler's making movies now, just like
Just to
to
go
be
to the
fun with his
locations.
friend.
Yeah,
have
and
fun
that's
with his
fine.
friend.
Like that's.
Well, that's what a
grown-ups.
lot of people do. I mean,
Yeah.
Once they have the financial freedom to do so.
like
Yeah.
buddy comedies.
Yeah.
I really wish he would do like a.
Some buddy
Classic.
comedies are actually good though. Like, I mean,
Give me an example.
I thought The Other Guys was good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did
I
too.
liked that movie.
Yeah.
You haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it?
haven't
No.
seen it? Oh my god!
Is that-
You haven't
that's a
seen, like,
buddy
any
comedy?
movie?
Yes.
I'm very
It's
behind
Will
on
Ferrell
movies.
and Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
Mark
I'm
Wahlberg?
pretty sure they're friends in real life.
They're,
Anyway.
Okay.
it was a great movie.
No, I'm so behind.
What are
on
other
movies,
buddy
it's
comedies?
Batman and Robin.
Batman and Robin.
Would 22 Jump Street be considered a buddy comedy?
Well, it's a sequel.
Yeah.
I haven't
That
seen
was
it.
that was an incrable movie.
I
want to
see it now.
It was.
God.
It was.
Oh,
I thought it
alright.
was incredible.
No, he didn't go with us.
I
He
thought it
went
was
out of
really
town.
good.
Yeah, it was
Right?
better than the first one, but it wasn't better than Neighbors.
I've had
He's the only one
so
who
many
believes
people
that.
say
Yeah.
that Neighbors was
I haven't
not
seen
near
that
as
No,
either.
good.
Neighbors was 10 times funnier.
Neighbors was Seth Rogen talking about penises.
It was
22 Jump Street was intelligent.
I like Seth Rogen
Oh,
though.
not at all.
It
See,
was
this
so
is why-
meta.
This is why I
It was
like-
so meta.
That's
Okay,
It was
to that
such
degree-
intelligent
well,
comedy.
They made fun of
I wouldn't
themselves so
necessarily
much,
call
it
it.
was hilarious.
When I think intelligent comedy, I think like Futurama. Like,
Well, that's intelligent sci-fi comedy. Like,
Okay,
it's
Sci-fi
not-
is intelligent.
No,
it's
but I-
still intelligent. I mean, it
but I don't know. It was all right. It was very. See, to me, when I watched it, I thought, okay, this is very much a film for teenagers.
I
You don't
disagree.
think-
I'd say it's more for
And-
college
but you
students.
thought
Yeah.
Neighbors wasn't a film for teenagers?
Neighbors wasn't, but Neighbors didn't have people hanging up spoilers. People didn't have people hanging off helicopters and like.
That was all
Well, that's-
cliches, though. That's to
well,
make fun of
right.
themselves.
That's true.
In Neighbors, everything was ridiculous just to be immature.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah,
and that's why I didn't
college
like,
rats.
and that's
By
why
his
I didn't like it as
description-
much.
By his description, Neighbors sounds like it's way
I
for like a
think-
younger
No.
crowd.
I agree.
It's-
It is for a younger
I think
crowd.
the
That's what it
real
sounds like,
the
yeah.
real question here is Channing Tatum, Zac Efron. Where are
Which
you?
one's cuter?
Zac
Yeah.
Efron.
I'm a
Nicolas
Zac
Cage?
Efron.
Yeah, I'm
Zac
gonna
Who
go.
do
Efron
you-
all the way.
Who would you finger bang?
Zac Efron.
Finger bang,
Bang.
I'd
We'd
get
both
bang,
said,
bang.
yeah. No,
Every day.
Zac Efron, man. I just want to take a swim in those eyes. No.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
What if
What
some
about
of you guys?
what about games?
Yeah, yeah. What if some
What
of you
have
guys
you guys
playing
playing
lately?
lately?
Us three recently just bought like a Wii U. I kind of wanted to talk about Nintendo a bit.
Yeah,
just
I
in
would definitely
general.
like to. I've been hyping myself up way too much for Smash. I have listened to 3 Smash
You
podcasts.
can't do it too much,
Oh,
man.
I'm gonna go
I'm
back to 6th grade.
hype out
I
the
had
ass.
never been so hyped for a game before.
Yeah.
For
Oh,
what?
I'm hyped too.
For
Smash
Smash.
Brothers.
I wanted to
I
ask
was
you guys.
jumping up and down when Pac-Man was announced.
Yeah,
I
that
was jumping up
fantastic.
and down.
That was fantastic. I wanted to ask
man.
you. I listened to 3 podcasts that talked about Smash 4 in the past 2 days. What characters are you guys most excited to play?
Pac-Man.
Are you talking
Like
about the
new
new ones or in
characters?
general?
We said it at the same
Okay.
time. It kind of sounded like we said the same
Yeah,
thing.
you
I
s-
said Pac-Man. He said Mega Man.
All right, from what I
So-
understand,
I'm a
Mega
Mega
Man
Man
is
guy.
not as powerful as people were expecting.
But his final Smash,
His
it's
Final
was
Smash
so
is awesome.
cool.
Well, Ryan is just a Mega Man fan.
Yeah,
What's
but
his final Smash?
his final
His
Smash.
Final
Have you not
Smash-
seen it?
Okay,
All
his
of them
Final
like
Smash,
unite.
He uses the Galaxy Bomb, which is from Mega Man 9, and you have to be kind of close to it. It sucks all the players in who are fairly close to it.
Okay.
And then all like generations of each like iteration of Mega Man. You got classic Mega Man, Mega Man X, the one from '64.
Really?
Yeah, the one from like
There's 5 of
Legends.
them.
I don't know. Yeah, there's 5 of them, and they all shoot a laser at any characters that got
That's
sucked
awesome.
in the.
It's
It's
like
super
it's
the
like
animation is
huge
fantastic.
laser. It's freaking cool.
Did you watch the Invitational at E3?
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Invitational was
The
sweet.
Invitational was
It was
amazing.
so sweet.
Besides the ending,
For
but
Nintendo,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Oh, the guy with the scarf
thought
was
Hungry
Well,
Box-
Shout
'cause
out,
they-
shout out to Hungry Box.
Yeah, I
If
thought
you're
Hungry
out there,
Box should have won. For
They
sure.
didn't
we are
do
on
it-
your team, man.
They didn't do
We're
it
on your
like
team.
tournament style, where like what were you saying with tournament style?
well, with tournament rules, it's if it times out and they're on the same stock, the person with the lower percentage wins. But they didn't do that, so it went to a sudden death, and,
and
the guy
how
who was
the guy who we wanted to win, Hungry
Yeah,
Box,
Hungry Box
was
outstocked.
he was
he outstocked Zero.
he
That
was at like
ridiculous.
20%, if that, and the other dude
was like
Zero
at 80-ish.
was even more. He
80,
was like,
yeah.
Wasn't
right
the other
up
dude
there.
just using Zero Suit Samus the entire time?
well,
Yes.
they both had to
Did
use the same
Hum-
one.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm honestly, to answer your question, Tony, I'm most excited for Pac-Man. I
Alright,
mean,
yeah.
when I was
He
little,
looks awesome.
I know
I mean-
none of you care about this personal story, but when I was young, I went over to a neighbor's house and I played Melee, Super Smash Bros. Melee, and I was like obsessed with it. I thought it was the coolest game ever. I
'cause
grew
it
up.
is.
I grew up with a PS2. I never had a GameCube. The first Nintendo system I got was a Wii. So back then, it was like the first Nintendo thing I'd really ever seen. So I immediately went home and made my own character roster.
That's
With like
awesome.
every single character I'd ever heard of,
Probably
and
some-
one of the first characters I put on there was Pac-Man.
Alright.
See, I
And
didn't
then
even
like
know
10
this
years,
story.
and then
Yeah.
like 10 years later, he was actually announced for the game.
That is
So for
awesome.
personal
Yeah.
reasons, I'm hyped, and also I'm a pretty casual video game player overall.
Yeah.
So and Pac-Man seems like his moveset will be pretty easy to pick up.
Yeah.
So-
I was looking at the trailer. I was analyzing it a little bit. It seems like he'll be a fairly like grounded player.
I also like how they put a lot of other Namco games into his moveset.
Yeah,
like
they
I think it's the
incorporated-
side B is Galaga.
Yeah,
Like
he
the-
actually scrolls through a bunch of characters. I think it's I think like you
One
said,
of
it's
them's
either
Galaga.
Side B,
Yeah.
Galaga.
It's like
Dig
the
Dug.
beam.
I don't know what that flower character girl is. I don't know.
Flower Girl, I believe.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. He
I-
uses fire hydrants from.
Is Dig Dug in his
Pac-World.
moveset?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
somehow. I'm
That's
not
awesome.
Sure.
I'm
And then
actually
the ghosts are in it.
Yeah.
I'm actually pretty excited to play Zero Suit Samus, like their
Yeah.
enhanced edition, because she like just starts as a Zero Suit, is just
Right.
Zero
Yeah.
Suit.
Yeah, I love how they
and
separate
they
the
have like
characters.
those boots. It looks
Yeah.
pretty cool.
I'm really excited. I don't know if you guys have been reading about the character customization.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
what I was, yeah.
That,
Now it's gonna be
that
at the
sounds
round table,
ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about it.
People are gonna
is
get
it-
real serious with it.
Yeah.
Well,
Like,
they
people
don't.
are
They're not
gonna-
going to allow it on the For Glory mode, which is their
Yeah,
ranked
well,
mode.
yeah.
So I think that's a good thing. But I think, I mean, why not? Whenever
Yeah,
you're playing
among
with friends,
friends,
why not
right.
have more?
But I mean,
Isn't that-
as far as people doing speed runs of whatever the classic mode is, whatever the adventure mode is, there are going to be people who figure out the elite
Oh, yeah.
way to
Which I
customize
think that's
gonna
each
happen
character.
anyways.
Oh, I know, but
I
I'm
think
just.
it'll be
But
awesome.
I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm saying I'm interested to see what the best combination will be for each character.
so then you can use it, train it,
Yeah.
and beat all of
I
us.
feel like it could be tiered. It could be very tiered, but
Is
it's
that
Yeah.
is it just for amiibo or is that for like in-game?
no. That is for
No.
in-game.
So,
for example,
oh, really?
Mario, you can customize each character's special moves. You
the
can't,
B
The Bs,
yes,
yeah.
B on the GameCube controller.
Yeah.
You can, for example, Mario. You can, okay, let's say his side B, his cape. You can make it just the reflector cape. It could also be like a gust of wind that like knocks people back, and it can also be a shock, like electric shock cape.
And the up B can be either just a punch, like an uppercut, or it can be fire.
Yeah.
Or it could be something. There's a
But
third
you
thing.
always lose.
So-
You might lose
Yeah.
height with the fire one. Like there's
So
definitely
it's balanced.
Yes, it
Yeah.
is balanced. But some
Um,
characters like Palutena, she has like 12. She instead of having just 4 different, she has like 12 different specials you can cycle through, and they're all based off the Kid Icarus game.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they'll balance it. They're good
Yeah.
about balancing the games.
Yes, this time their team of in the past Sakurai, I believe it was for N64 Melee. I'm not sure if he said this for Brawl, but his team of balancers was only him, and I think they only had 4 for Melee or for
Brawl.
Yeah, they only had 4 balancers for Brawl, and for this time I think they have like 11 or 12.
Oh yeah.
It's because
Which
it
is
was a
awesome.
big complaint with Meta Knight
Yeah.
in the last
Meta
game.
Knight, yeah, this time around, so far the most powerful character is so far. He said at the Invitational
Samus.
it was Samus. Yeah,
That's nuts.
yeah. I mean, that's
wasn't
awesome.
picked at the
Our friend
Invitational.
Tommy, you might see him in these podcasts. He just exclusively uses Samus,
Yeah.
and he
Samus is a great
wrecks.
character.
He's
Yeah.
really good with
Yeah.
Samus.
Yeah.
I'm also excited for the Mii characters. Seem pretty cool. Like I
Yeah.
like how they did
Yeah.
the different. You can be like fighter, gunner. Or,
Well,
Yeah.
and I've read somewhere that like the size of your meat like affects what kind of fighter
Yeah.
they are. Like if you're
Yeah.
a bigger one, like a just bigger one,
Oh,
then
that's
you'll be
really
like a
cool.
stronger
Yeah, I
didn't
one.
hear
That's
about
I
that.
don't know.
Yeah.
I just thought it was cool because like they like dress them up. Like you get like a
Yeah, yep,
sword and
dre-
shield.
And
looks
people,
cool.
according to like a lot of people on YouTube, there was people at Nintendo's show floor hinting at other classes of Mii fighters.
Oh, yeah?
Other than the 3 they announced.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
The gunner looked a lot like Mega Man.
Yeah, Gunner looked like a combination between Samus and Mega Man. I mean, I'm sure it plays a little more generic.
Fighter looked like
Yeah.
Link.
Yeah.
Just real briefly while we're on this, what do you guys think about the leak? In case you guys don't know, there was a guy,
A Gematsu.
yeah.
Yeah, he got a tip. He got a tip early on in development. I think if you don't believe it at this point, you're crazy.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying, what do you think about the rest of the leak?
Oh, I think the chorus men, the last 3 characters to be confirmed.
There was a
from
guy
that
that
leak.
there was a guy
Yeah, we
that,
should
that
explain
sent
it.
2 separate emails
Yeah.
to someone. It was a guy on the Gematsu forums,
Yeah.
I think. He sent in an email to one of the mods and said, "These are the characters that I heard will be announced for the new Smash Brothers game." And this was, I think, like 3 days before E3 2013, before Nintendo's digital event then.
Yeah.
And that's when they revealed the Villager, Mega Man, and Wii Fit Trainer. And those are 3 characters that, unless you know, you can't just predict them.
Right.
But he did, and not only did he predict those, but he predicted the Mii and he predicted Pac-Man, who were announced.
Palutena.
Like,
and Palutena
Yeah.
and Greninja.
Well, that
He
was the
said-
second email
right,
that he sent. He
Pokemon
sent in another one
from
later.
X and Y, which is what leads me to believe he got this tip very early in development because Sakurai said he hadn't chosen a Pokemon for X.
He
and
sent
Y.
in another email later that said that we would get Palutena, a Pokemon from X and Y, which would later become Greninja.
Yeah.
And what was the third character that has been confirmed from that email? Because I think there was another.
Pac-Man, Shulk.
No, Pac-Man was the
Shulk
Shulk,
hasn't been
Shulk
confirmed.
hasn't. Then now we have Chrom from Fire Emblem.
Well, he's unconfirmed.
I know.
Well,
I
he's
know.
saying the other 3 that he
characters that are
predicted.
not confirmed
Oh,
yet are
3 characters
Shulk
that are
from
not confirmed.
Xenoblade
Shulk.
Chronicles, Chrom from Fire Emblem, and then the Chorus Men from Rhythm Heaven.
Yeah.
Isn't
or
there
something?
supposed to be? Didn't you say there might be confirmation for another one soon?
No, that was the World
People
Hobby
were getting
Fair was
hyped,
going in
but-
Japan, and like they had like it was mistranslations. Really, there was nothing announced. It ended
okay.
the other day.
Okay.
My thoughts on this at the show floor at E3 when you play through Smash Run, the ghost from the Rhythm Heaven game for the Wii does appear. So I feel like that's
Really?
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
I
that's
feel
like
like
big
somebody took a
news.
picture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you don't believe, it's not necessarily not big news, but I feel like this guy was spot on. He's got 9 out of the 12 characters that he said were going to be in the
It's
game.
just gets crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he got,
I-
I mean,
I'm pretty sure the
I
rest
feel like
will
if
be
we don't,
confirmed.
and I feel like Nintendo
But here's
is making
my
Xenoblade
here's my
Chronicles.
follow up question. Do you think there will be characters that are not in his email that will be confirmed?
I hope so.
I
but I don't
hope that
think
there
so.
are. I hope
Yeah.
that there are.
I don't
I
think
really
they
hope
will.
that
That's kind
there
of the
are.
approach I've taken.
Because I mean, think of how much more hype there would be if people didn't know about Pac-Man and Mega Man beforehand,
Yeah.
and they weren't expecting him. People
Right.
would go nuts.
Yeah, that's
that would
true.
be so
People
crazy.
went nuts anyway.
Oh, I
Yeah.
know, but people would have went
Yeah.
more nuts.
Yeah, I'm super excited.
Are they still having like all the characters from Brawl, like Snake and?
Not all of them.
No,
Snake has not been
Snake is
confirmed.
probably.
I don't think
mean,
that
when
Snake's
he
gonna
showed
be in.
when he had Mega Man, Pac-Man, Sonic, and Mario on stage, and he was like, "Oh, all third-party characters in the same game. This is a miracle. I can't believe it." I feel like Snake would have been. confirmed
There
a
was
while
also a
ago.
video on r/Smash Bros. I think today I saw. It was like, guys, Snake is definitely unconfirmed. It was a video
I saw
from
that as
the
well.
when they first announced him for Brawl. It was like this is a once in a lifetime opportunity, and they just kept like
once in a
repeating
lifetime
once,
opportunity.
once.
Yeah.
So it's like
Speaking, as we're going on, did you have something else to say about Smash? All right, I got a Wii U,
Yeah.
and so did they. I jumped into Wind Waker HD.
Awesome.
Love it.
One of my favorite games.
I also got.
Went through it 4
We all
times.
have a 3DS, and I have. I borrowed your
3DS?
Link Between
Any
Worlds.
street passes. Oh,
Less happy about A Link Between Worlds. I mean, I am enjoying parts of it, but it's also frustrating as hell.
Is this your first Zelda game you're playing through?
It's not. I
It'll be my
played one
first.
of the Wii ones.
Was it Twilight Princess?
Yes.
It had to be. Did you play it all the way through?
No.
Okay.
So anyway, I don't
Twilight
know. Link,
Princess is very easy.
yeah.
There's a
I
bug
got to
on
the
the
water.
This, it's all good.
Never mind.
There's a bug on the floor.
There's a bug on the floor.
It's a silverfish.
Where
no,
is
that's
it?
not a silver.
Yeah.
Silverfish is
Yeah,
a
It's a
smaller.
bug, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. Anyway,
Anyway,
Link Between Worlds.
Dude, it's gonna kill
I don't know. It was pissing me off. And then I pop in Wind Waker and loving it. It is so
Yeah,
fun.
it's-
It's so beautiful and relaxing, and I
Yeah.
like it a lot. And
the
it's.
music, the soundtrack to that game is one of my favorite soundtracks.
Have you
of
played
all
the
time.
HD?
No, that's my problem. I played the GameCube version 4 times.
Oh, yeah.
I almost did a 100% run one time, and I think I'm gonna do it on the HD version.
Oh, the HD looks
Yeah,
so good.
It's
And
I
like
I've definitely popped it in.
you're going around in the ocean and like they have different
Yeah.
like tiles. oh, it just looks so cool.
Yeah,
and
Beach
like
Islands, yeah, it's so much.
you have Assassin's Creed, like kind of, or the new one 4, where you get your boat and you're driving around in your boat and you get to feel like the open ocean. But I don't know, it must be it's like a ship. It's so big. It must be because of that it doesn't feel like you're in the ocean.
Right.
But you're in that tiny little boat in Wind Waker, and it's barely bigger than you are, and it's so cool. You just feel like
Didn't
you're
they
a
speed
part
up
of
the
ocean.
sailing too?
It's pretty fast.
Yeah. Okay, that's good. That's good because it takes a long time.
No, that's good to hear because it's coming from I played Link Between Worlds, super frustrated from it.
I don't
know.
So
that
It
one
was fun.
you have to rent before. It's a while before they let you buy your stuff, and for most of the time you're renting it. And whenever
You're
it's
talking
time,
about the items.
yeah, the items. And before you get to buy them, like it's hard to get the money. They cost a ton of money, and so you're renting all these items. And every time you die, they take all the items back. First of all, the person selling the items lives in your fucking house. You're letting them live in your house for no money, and this bitch sets up shop and is like, "Oh, you can buy these things from me because I'm just setting up shop in your house." And it's not like you're some random dude going about trying to get treasure. You're saving the world.
Oh, you
you're
lose them every time you die?
Coming from someone who's completed the game, this is hysterical.
You're saving the world, and this girl or guy thing
It's
is
a
living
guy,
in
his
your.
name's Rovio.
This dude is living in your house for
Obviously.
no
Right.
money and should be providing you with this stuff for free, and he's a jerk.
Yeah. How far
Yeah.
are you in that game?
Probably about halfway.
All right, I got to the part.
halfway?
I got to the part with the painting.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
We're
So
about
you-
the same part.
Oh, that's-
Like when the world split, I did the first dungeon after the world split.
Oh, that's,
True, with
that's
the
not,
thieves?
That's
did the
not
thieves
too
one.
far.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got about 3
Jesus
more left.
Christ.
You guys are
Well, that's
over
not
here.
that
You guys are talking about all these new games. I'm more of a patient gamer. Well,
Yeah,
not now because I just got a gaming laptop and it's awesome.
Yeah.
But I'm still playing through Far Cry 3. It's
I just
probably
started
it's the last game I'm gonna play on my PS3.
All right.
Before I switch pretty much exclusively.
Yeah.
To,
Unless
unless
it's an exclusive title,
except
right?
for
I mean,
GTA 5 story DLC, which later
Okay.
this year I'll
Fair.
play that on PS3.
Keep
But
thinking it's coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
We
Give
still-
us a release date.
They
Yeah,
gave
give
us
us
20
Heist.
They gave
We
us
still
they
don't
gave
have
us
Heist.
2014
Yeah.
for story. Anyways, though, Far Cry 3,
gave us
I'm really bummed that I have to finish it on my PS3 because it just doesn't look as good as it
If
would
you
on my
want to,
computer.
you can get it for your PC.
Yeah.
I realize that I can, but when I got my PC, my data was already on the PS3.
Yeah.
And I was
Can't
already.
you pull the save file from your Xbox?
It was, I don't
I
think
don't
it's
know.
compatible. I don't
Yeah,
think
I
it's
don't know.
compatible.
It'd
But
be a
anyways,
hassle.
like especially when a lot of stuff's happening, the frame rate is just shockingly bad.
Yeah.
On the
Oh, I know.
PS3,
I know.
I just didn't
If
expect
you
it.
ever-
It's
after
what,
jumping to
6,
PC
7-year-old hardware. I mean,
After jumping,
So is my PS3.
no, that's what I'm saying.
That's what he
That's-
said.
Oh, the
that's-
hardware, yeah.
after
okay.
jumping to like I've been a PC gamer for a while, and you're on PC and you get that 60 FPS experience and everything looks good. I had to play Grand Theft Auto 5 on my 360, and the frame rate's bad. The textures,
Yeah.
if you go up into the mountains, like it looks like
It looks like shit.
They
Far
did it
Cry
with like
3.
That was a
3
common-
And like
brush
that was a
strokes.
common
if I'm
complaint.
like wading through bushes, the leaves are just like blocks.
Right.
Like they look terrible.
I mean, that was a common complaint when the game came out. That visually, it's not that stunning, but I feel like visuals aren't what you're looking for in a GTA game.
I feel like that.
I mean, I thought it was like a stunning game, but like whenever it comes to like frame rate and stuff, I think it's choosing which like to play on PC or to console. Like I don't know. I think it's like how quick you can play.
PC Master.
Yeah.
Like I think it looks good on PC, but like
See,
coming from going to PS4 from PS3, like I'm never going back to PS3.
Yeah.
I can't do it. It's it takes
You were
forever to
saying-
So
load
what
up.
happens when
Tony-
Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out?
it does take forever
Tony-
to load Far Cry 3.
you
Yeah.
were saying that visuals isn't what I'm looking for in a GTA game,
Right.
but I mean the story didn't wow me at all. I
Nope.
mean it's
Yeah,
just a
I thought the
generic
story was
story.
boring.
The,
be
well,
honest.
Rockstar is just. I mean, I'm saying Rockstar in terms of the games that aren't like isn't Max Payne based on comics or
no.
something else.
The storytelling is through comics. It doesn't have its own comics.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was mainly talking about the GTA games and Red Dead. It's pretty much just errand boy missions.
I mean,
All the time.
you-
Do this
you're
or I'll
playing
kill.
for the-
Do
you're
this
playing
or
for
i'll
the
kill
gameplay.
you.
Right.
Do this to get money. Do this,
I didn't
and then
think-
I'll do
It's
this
the
for
addictive
you.
game.
While I
keeps you
enjoyed
coming.
Oh yeah, but I'm
5?
saying the stories can all kind of be lumped together as generic,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
While I enjoy GTA 5, I don't find myself wanting to go back and play it. I don't
No,
remember
that's-
why
yeah.
I enjoyed
I did
it.
everything pretty much,
Yeah. I
except
like-
the fucking spaceship parts. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna spend
Oh, yeah.
I
5 hours doing that.
I agree.
Why?
So worthless.
You did 'em?
Well,
Didn't
first
you
of all-
like crash the ship?
Yes, I did, and it was stuck. But all you get is like a little bit of money, and then you get like some dune buggy ship that has like fucking lights and it's like chrome.
It doesn't even fly, right?
It doesn't fly at all. And I immediately crashed it and couldn't get it out. So I mean,
It doesn't respawn in your garage.
Did you do like any tutorials how to get it, or did you do it all yourself?
oh no, I looked up like the locations on a map.
That's not even fun.
No, I was
Like,
I
that's
was
just the
achievement-
chore.
I was achievement hunting though, like a little bit.
But I don't know.
Right.
I think
Now
the
I
game's
just don't
fun.
care. But now that
I also think it's fun. I think that to be honest, and this is gonna get super like film student-ish, but the satire is really what I liked about it.
Yeah.
The like Facebook missions.
Yeah,
So cool.
the satire on social networking and Hollywood in general, the corruption,
Right.
how reality shows are shit.
Yeah.
It made fun of all of it, and I thought it was
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
cool.
Rockstar's good at satire.
I had the most fun when we did the multiplayer after they added like you could like create your own mode or creation
yeah.
mode. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was so fun. We would spawn in all this stuff and just have a blast because you didn't. When you play online, they make you worry about having to pay for everything.
Right.
And it made it so gay.
Right.
But you know,
it's
it was
24/7,
fun.
dude. You can't say it's good.
yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, after creative mode was added, we had a blast. I think we got one of those big cargo ships, and you can't like open them on their own. You have to like
The
hit.
Titans?
Yeah, you have to like hit it open, and we were trying to fly stuff into it and jump out of it. I don't know, it was a blast.
I'm not gonna lie, Billy, you're gonna agree with me here, I think. But that E3 trailer got me pretty hyped.
Yeah, no,
My-
I'm
new-
so
yeah.
I'm gonna.
I
I'm
was
gonna
hyped.
I don't want to. I'm gonna revise what time. I don't want to go back and pay for it.
That more than anything.
That's
They
ridiculous.
give you a
I'm probably
discount.
going
I feel like they should give you a discount if you
Yeah.
have.
I agree.
the PS4.
I completely
You don't think
agree.
it'll happen?
No chance.
no, it's
way.
not gonna happen. I mean, how are they gonna regulate?
Because Bustas like
I don't
me
know.
got it used. So like,
Yeah.
how are they gonna monitor who paid the full price
Right.
originally?
That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
I got my copy for like $12.
There's no way I'd
Yeah.
pay an extra $60 just to make it look better.
Right.
Yeah.
See,
Nope.
that's
Yeah.
kind of my.
But
I don't know.
Maybe I'll wait.
because in my
Maybe
opinion,
I'll wait.
the story is not good enough to play again.
It's
I agree.
So
And
why?
that game was
And the
long,
multiplayer-
too. By
it
the
was
end-
long.
By the end, I felt like I was just grinding through it just to finish
was
it.
long.
I completely
And
agree.
the online
will-
mode,
Not worth anything. Not worth me getting it on PC to play with my
Thank you.
friends online.
Yeah.
I will say that the heists though in the single player were really.
Those
fucking
were fun.
oh,
But
yeah,
the heists in the multiplayer, those are great.
Those are great too.
Here's the thing,
Yeah.
and this is something that I've just heard rumors about, but I really hope that it's true. In the map, there's a casino, and
there's
it's
banks and stuff you
somewhere.
can glitch in.
Oh, I know, but I'm saying there's a casino somewhere on the map, and there's actually like you can see entrances, like that has multiple entrances, and people are. And I think there might have been a leaked audio file of Lester's voice actor talking about the casino. But where I'm going with this is I hope that when or if the single player story DLC comes out, I hope that you can do casino heists.
I
Yeah,
want
I
a
think that would
new
be
area.
awesome.
It's probably multiplayer heists.
I want a new area.
Yeah.
They need
If
to
I don't
release
get a new
those
area
first.
with story DLC, I will.
Did they give
be
you a new
angry.
area?
Well, I
before?
hope that they update.
No, they
I hope
didn't.
that they update Vice City.
Like, you
That
want
would take a
you
long
want
time
you
for
want
them
a
to do
HD
that.
Vice City?
That would
Okay,
that
I
would
see
take a
what you're
long
saying.
time for them. But I don't want to wait until GTA 6 or whatever
Right.
to get new Vice City. I feel like since Vice City was in the same little era as GTA 3, I feel like they should do the same kind of thing, and in the same era as GTA 5, give you a new Vice City.
See, my problem, you guys talking about areas, my problem with that was, they boasted, it's the biggest open world map.
Fucking mountains, man.
It was
it's
all
all
I
mountains.
liked that. I did like the open.
can-
I did like that landscape. I thought it was
You
super
can't
It
even
was very
scale
fun to
it
go
though.
off of.
No,
You
there was-
can't
right,
even
there
scale
was
it without
nothing to do,
falling.
man. You know?
Like,
I thought-
you
I-
can't-
I thought that was part of the fun.
There is a
thought-
path to go up.
There were
Right.
plenty of city space. Like it
Yeah.
was
Yeah,
half of
the
map
city was
city.
just as big as Forest
I do
City.
like how
Right.
there is another city on the other side of the mountains.
Yeah.
I like how
Right.
there's
Right.
Polito
It's
on the
just
other
like
the
a
side.
redneck
yeah.
area.
Yeah, no, Polito, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of that open mountain space was used for the races online and stuff. And
Yeah, I liked the open mountain space. I thought
Yeah, it was
cool.
fun to
I
go
don't
off
know.
the top.
I just thought it was funny they
Yeah.
posted
Going
about having a big map and a lot of it was uninteractable.
I agree.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, they said they have a long roadmap for GTA Online, and I really do hope
I
they
don't-
continue adding stuff. But I don't know, it seems like you said the casino, maybe that's something they have planned for GTA Online. They said they're gonna add new locations to GTA Online, but
Right.
we haven't seen fucking Heist, and they
Exactly.
said Heist
In
soon after
2013.
release in 2013,
Or-
and we haven't seen them.
Or
Oh,
here's
yeah.
the thing.
They
Or
did.
And then they
here's
said spring.
It was
They said
originally-
spring
Yeah,
2014.
but it was originally November of 2013, and then it was spring 2014. Spring
Wow.
ended
Yeah,
a little bit ago, and then they were like, oh,
And then they
delay.
pushed-
Hopefully they're just working on Red Dead
Yeah,
2.
no, I think it's they
Yeah.
had to work on this. They wanted to get this reboot out of GTA 5, and then we know. We might as well know is Red Dead 2 or the next Red Dead is coming out, and I honestly think Red Dead Redemption is one of their best games.
It would be
Yeah,
the
the
third
third one.
Red
Yeah.
Dead.
Well,
yeah.
The second one they made.
Going
What,
back
did
to-
they make the first?
Wait, how would it be the?
there was
Undead
a
Nightmare.
Red Dead Revolver.
Yeah.
Red
That's
Dead
the-
Yeah, Red Dead
Redemption.
Redemption
DLC?
was a sequel.
Yeah.
Red Dead Redemption was a sequel.
I'll
There
be
was one
damned.
for
How
PS1, PS2.
It was Xbox. I know it was for sure Xbox.
Okay,
I
there
feel
was
like an
PS2.
idiot right now.
So
Never
going
knew about
well,
it.
going
Yeah.
back to what I was saying
Wow.
about that they can go in a Vice City direction. I actually feel like that's not very likely, because that was like its own. You know what I mean? Whereas if you take San Andreas, you have Los Santos, which is the main area, and they redid that for 5.
And they have the
then
new-
they
they have
also
the Las
had
Vegas
they also
area.
had the Las Vegas area and the San Francisco area. So
Yeah,
I feel like
I
if
think
they
that's
gave
what they should do.
those two as the 2 expansions, whereas they gave us 2 expansions for GTA 4.
Now, they
if
acted-
they gave us a San Francisco and a Las Vegas, and then you can go to Vegas and do fucking casino heists. That would be the hypest thing
They
ever.
acted
That'd be
like
so
for GTA Online that there was going to be new areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Because
there's not.
there hasn't been.
It
There's
just
been
wasn't. I don't know. It felt it. Coming off of what you said a while ago, it felt grindy. The online mode.
Oh, it is
Oh,
grindy.
yeah.
The
It's-
single player.
I
mode
remember
felt grindy.
we actually did literally just grind.
Grind,
We
yeah.
would find a mission that got us the most money in RP and just do
Restart
it
it
over and over.
I
That's the
spent-
most literal
I
sense.
spent about 8 hours one night just straight up grinding to get
8
enough money.
hours one
Yeah.
night.
Because not only do you need the money, you need to be specific, like
Levels to get,
levels
like,
to get
Titans.
to do fun
Yeah.
things.
Not Titans, but like the helicopters.
Yeah, different vehicles.
Cargo
with
bots.
specific
So
levels.
stupid.
Cargo bots, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Titans.
yeah.
And then the community was piss poor. They
Oh,
Yeah,
just
yeah,
always
just
it was
go
all
you.
13-year-olds,
Kill you
people
and-
just breathing.
It was.
into
Well,
the
I
mic.
thought it was people who were really good.
No.
They're really good at the
I
game.
felt like people who were assholes.
What game are you guys still talking about? GTA?
Yeah.
I thought people just. My brother said that he get on, you just get fucking wrecked.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
people are assholes. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I know, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
would a 13-year-old really be that good at the game?
No, but
Yeah.
they're just assholes.
No.
Oh, okay.
Like,
He
You're
meant,
not fighting
wrecked
back.
as in you'll go in, like, leave your car, go do a mission, or, like, go talk to somebody, and they'll just cut
Oh,
the
I
tires.
thought they meant that. I thought you guys meant that people were just like really good.
No.
I've never played the
No,
online
they're
because I heard it
ass.
sucked. So
It
I.
The
didn't necessarily suck. It was
Not
it was built up
I
so
don't think
much
it was-
and it didn't deliver at all.
I don't, but, and I heard that like recently a bunch of hackers have gotten into the online.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I heard that
Yeah.
UFOs were being
Everybody's-
spawned.
That's
Like,
awesome.
everywhere.
Yeah,
That's
it's
so
ridiculous.
And,
No,
like, as
that's
soon as you
what-
come out of your
I've seen
garage, your car
videos.
explodes.
That's what made the game fun for me. A hacker gifted me, like, billions of dollars, and I got to buy whatever I
Yeah.
wanted,
Yeah,
and it
that
was
made it
fun
fun.
again. Yeah.
Because they tried to sell those like you can buy the GTA Online cash for real money. It's like
Yeah.
I mean,
And I'm sure they made a hefty penny on it because
Sure they
it
did.
was hard to get money.
until people started hacking and just gave everybody else money. But
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what else you guys been enjoying this week?
What else have we been enjoying this week?
Well,
We've been
Go
enjoying
back.
a lot of things. It's just
Yeah.
not coming to mind. It's
Sam's
not like we're
Club
boring
Pretzels.
people or anything.
what did
Sam's
you?
Club
What have you guys? What did you start?
Sam's
Or
Club
you
Pretzels.
I just started Far Cry and I
Spiller
just finished
Sauce?
Sniper Elite 3.
Sniper Elite 3, let's talk about
Alright,
that.
alright.
Very similar to Sniper Elite 2 if you've played it. It just looks better. The missions are still just focused on like stealth, which is not what I want in a sniping game at all. There was only one part of one mission that was really cool, just a bunch of sniping, but everything else it just felt like you just had to stealth around everywhere, and it was.
Was it
really
better
a hassle.
stealth?
The stealth mechanics are better. There's still no cover button, which makes no sense for like a stealthy game. But
There
they did
wasn't-
it add
there
a
wasn't
stealth
two.
takedown and what?
There was a
Yeah,
cover
there was a
button
cover
too.
button in too.
I did not see a cover button in 3. Maybe I just missed
No,
it. I
no,
technically
no,
showed-
no.
There's a
Cover
cover
button.
button, but like
It sucks.
you can't use it
the
on every
worst.
surface. Like it's
Oh,
only
that's
on.
Yeah.
stupid.
Well, it
You
seemed
can't
like
just
in
do it on
3
your own.
I was just crouching next
You
to
can.
coverable things, and it would kind of lock me into the cover. But I didn't actually
Oh.
hit any sort of button.
Oh,
like,
okay.
it was just like peek around.
Confirmed though, you can shoot Hitler in a single ball.
That's
Does he only?
Hitler
There's
is
no
a-
way he only has
He has
one.
only yeah.
No,
only
it
has
No.
did
one.
have one.
No, does he only have one in the game?
Yeah, in
Oh.
the game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
awesome.
sent you a
That's
video of.
That's DLC for
Robots,
Sniper
the
Elite 2.
Swedish guy.
Yeah.
He
Can you
made a video of
can
shooting
you kill him in
That's
3?
awesome.
Can you kill him in 3? There's no.
Wait, so
no.
what's the game like? What's the
Isn't it
story?
like an
Does the game
immersive-
actually have a story?
the stories are kind of really bad. It's very similar
Right.
story.
The
to
story
2.
in 2 is so bad. Let's preface before we get into 3. Story in 2. In 2,
Is it Bop It?
yeah, it's about it.
What?
In 2, it looks like first off, it looks like a PS2 game, and
Alright.
and sometimes it looks good.
Even on
a lot of
PC?
times it looks really bad.
Yeah, yeah.
Maxed out on PC.
Wow.
Anyway, you're playing through. We got it for free, so I mean,
Yeah,
what can
yeah.
I say?
I was gonna say I watched him streaming 3
Yeah.
the other day. It didn't look terrible.
Yeah, 3 hours.
Yeah,
got it for
3
free.
he also got for free. But when we played
Wow.
through the story,
My graphics card.
Oh, okay.
we played through the story co-op, and the story was so bad.
Yeah.
They don't tell you anything like in the game. They tell you it in the loading screens before. It's like a little monologue, and he's like, "This is why we're doing this mission. Here's some backstory," and then they just have you go shoot a bunch of guys.
It was
You guys just like, oh,
it was
we
pretty
gotta
much like
find this
the
guy.
the Germans were making some like super secret missile that was gonna like kill everybody.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be like towards the end of World War II, and the Russians, you're an American
Yeah.
presumably, and you're fighting the Germans and the Russians, and then at the end of the game, it's supposed to be like the start of the Cold War. You were supposed to be the first soldier in the Cold War, but it just
That seems like they were trying to make it revolutionary, and it didn't.
Yeah.
oh it,
Yeah.
it was.
They tried
Yeah.
way too
I
hard.
could just see someone
'cause the
sitting in like a
Russians-
little cubicle and being like, "I got the best fucking idea."
Why would the Russians be shooting at Americans like that? Like,
It's very strange.
they at some point they did turn back from the Western Front, and
Yeah.
they had to deal with the revolution in their country. Yeah, but they didn't fight the Americans.
It's so inaccurate.
Story in Sniper Elite 3 is very similarly bad. It's
Yeah.
basically the endgame spoilers is the Germans are now building a giant tank that's gonna kill everybody. Just
one tank.
Yep, and it's like
Is it
built-
called Das Tank?
it's called
Is it like
it's
World War II?
RATTE.
Yeah.
It's called mine.
It's called the Rat.
Mine
Did it-
tank.
does
Mine-
It's mine.
mine.
Does it like
yeah.
to like pick up where 2 left off?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
It's
Is it like
it's like in
present
the
day?
Are you
it's
a
in
different
Africa.
person?
You're the same person, but it's like in Africa.
Oh.
It's like it's still in the middle of World War II. Pretty
I
much.
thought that was a cool idea because not many games touch on the African side of World War
That
II.
one Resident Evil game, right?
But I mean,
Don't know.
it's
Resident Evil, that's
with
Resident Evil 5, right?
there's not much Africa
Yes.
in it. It's just
I
you're
just
still
bought
just fighting
four.
the Germans. It just takes place in Africa, and they call you like the desert ghost or something. They're like, oh, I heard there's a guy called the Desert Ghost going around. You can just hear like the people talking.
The Vigilante Desert Ghost.
So,
I heard there's this major character, and I'm gonna say his name.
Right.
I hear he's walking right behind us. We should probably say his name.
It's Batman with a sniper.
Speaking of Batman, Reddit post, I sent it to you,
Oh, that
and I
was
think
so
you.
cool.
It was
Oh
so
my
cool. I don't know if you guys saw it.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
near the top of r/gaming. They were talking.
Hypothetical game.
Yeah, hypothetical game. Definitely not gonna
Oh,
happen.
I did see this.
It was
Yeah.
like
Oh.
a GTA style game in the Batman universe. And so they explained it as like you could either play just a random villain you make yourself and he could be a petty criminal and you have to eventually control all the districts of Gotham, and there'll be like a Joker district and like a Penguin district and etc., and you have to overtake the underworld.
Like as your end goal.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
or you could already start as one of the main villains, which would be cool. Like you get to play the Joker or something, and you.
I feel like I would be way too bad of a gamer to like pull off a good Joker.
Yeah.
I'd be like, why is the Joker such a bad aimer? Like, why is he going like this?
And so what they proposed is that you can go around and do like any crimes you want, like in GTA, and there's like a wanted meter. And if it's only a couple, like the police come, and if you get more, some of Batman's lesser what's the word I'm looking for?
Henchmen.
Sidekicks,
Henchmen.
henchmen, like Robin or
Goons.
Nightwing,
Jason Todd.
yeah, goons.
Yeah.
They all come for you, and you can defeat them. And if you get like 5 stars, friggin' Batman comes
And the
after you.
Batmobile just.
I
That'd
feel
be
like the
awesome.
Batman symbol should like show up in the sky. Be like,
Yeah,
"Oh, you're
yeah.
fucked
Okay,
now."
I mean, it would be so
I'm
cool.
not gonna lie. If I was like a criminal and I just like robbed a bank and I somehow got to 5 stars and I hear like the Batmobile or see like the Batwing in the sky, I'm just like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Like
I
I
feel
would
like
just
you
pause
should-
the game.
if you-
Yeah.
if you were in the Joker district,
like
playing-
he's actually coming for
Right,
you.
right.
if you were playing
no,
as the
no.
Joker, you should be able to recreate the opening scene from The Dark Knight as a mission.
That would be
That
awesome.
would
You should
be
be able to like
That'd be
driving on
fantastic.
school buses
Yeah.
and like everyone's
That'd be
wearing
pretty cool.
clown
It'd
masks.
be really cool if you could like organize your crimes and stuff like that. Like
Yeah,
really
like
interesting.
kind of like
I would love to
Payday.
see Rocksteady tackle a villain, Batman.
That would
be
games.
really
Yeah,
cool.
of
Well,
all
I mean-
villains because
they're done after Arkham Knight. They're done.
they're done with Batman games.
the
Batman.
Batman Arkham series. It was.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
So they
Oh, wow.
could
So,
go work
yeah.
on whatever they want.
I want to see Rocksteady develop a Metroid title.
I want to see Rocksteady develop their own IP.
That would be fantastic. Yeah,
I
I'm always
also
up for
agree.
new IPs. Speaking of new IPs, Splatoon looks fantastic.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
wanted to
It
say
looks
that.
fun.
Showed
It
off
looks
the,
fun.
Looks awesome.
When
Everybody
you guys get all these
who's-
multiplayer re-games in 2015 or this holiday or whatever, you guys gotta like have me play them.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
not
Oh,
gonna
Splatoon
buy
looks
a Wii
fun.
U.
Yeah,
That's
we
something
can
more
make
people
one.
could do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
I could, but I don't
plays
want to
like
spend the
Quiz.
money, yo.
Hey man, refurbished.
I'm
Yeah.
Super cheap.
$200.
Super cheap. $200 bucks.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
$200 is the
That's
way
Yeah,
to
and
go.
they almost gave me all the money back. So,
How come?
so
They
I bought it.
almost did.
Yeah, well, for a bit. I $200
I got free
paid for
Watch
it.
Dogs, so jokes on you.
$200 paid for it, and then that was in. It was processing for a bit, and then it got back ordered actually.
Oh, all right,
and
all
so at some point in between, then they gave me $200 back. But then they shipped it,
Oh,
and I had
and
No, I had $200 in my bank account
Should've
that I
come
had
off
spent
the
on
source.
it. That while it was shipping, but then when it got delivered, they took the $200
Oh, okay.
back. So
Going back to Splatoon, anybody who didn't watch the E3 Nintendo event, it's a 4-on-4 shooter game, except you play as like these squid characters, and you have to. It's rather than just shooting to kill each other. You're trying to like mark your territory. You shoot out like ink guns, pretty much, and you're trying to mark as much territory on the map as you can.
You
It's
can
really
shoot to
specified
kill
time.
each
Can you
other,
like can you like
I
pop a
believe you
squad
can,
and
yeah.
mark
You
your
can,
territory that
yes.
way?
What?
Can you like pop a squad and mark your territory that way?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I think so.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, you get like special weapons. There's grenades. There's
That's
like a
the-
rocket
that's
launcher.
squad.
The special brown team.
Yeah,
Squat.
special brown.
Squat.
Splatoon.
Continuing off E3, they also showed off Hyrule Warriors, which I'm really
Hyrule
excited
Warriors is
about.
fantastic.
Yeah.
They announced you can play as oh my god, who is it?
The Medina or whatever, like
No,
something like that.
it's, I think her name's Agatha from Twilight Princess.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Wait,
Is it the little one?
No, it's the.
Is it the baby?
Oh, I can't think of who it is.
How awesome would it be if you could
All I
play as
know
the
is
little
Nintendo
baby
has
from
more
Twilight
than convinced me to buy this game day one.
Oh, I'm hyped for
Pretty
it.
much
It's
a
so fun.
Dynasty Warriors with Zelda.
And there's also the open world Zelda title during that
That-
conference. But
I
here's the
feel
thing:
like-
have you guys heard anything about whether or not that is Link or if it's just?
They
a
haven't
side
really
Link.
said.
They said no,
Yeah,
no,
they
no,
said
no.
it
They
was
did
Link.
confirm
They
it.
said it was
Link.
Link.
Yeah. Okay.
They said it.
And they
This is
confirmed it's a
cool.
male Link.
It's a cool character design.
Eiji Aonuma did say that was actual gameplay. They just used their engine to create the different camera angles.
Wow.
They said that
Oh,
was
yeah.
actual. Now I don't know if that was like a translation loss, but if that's actual gameplay, that is fantastic.
He said it resembles actual gameplay.
He said the word "not." This is not actual
Right,
gameplay. We just
right.
lost
I
that word.
think he
Right.
said actual gameplay.
I think he said figuratively.
Yeah.
I think he said out now.
Right. Out now. See ya.
Like-
Going home.
He actually said out now, but the translator like forgot to tell anybody.
Right.
And so, nobody did.
I think that if he said that Zelda game would be out now, I still don't think it would be as hype as the Battlefield Hardline, like out now.
Yeah, that's true because that game.
I
is
never
the best
played.
game
I never
ever
played that beta.
You got into
invited
the
to
beta,
play.
right?
I did as well.
He did as
You
well.
did?
And
Got
me
it.
and him were the
Really?
only two that I think played together.
We just
Yeah.
we played like 2 games.
At
I
first,
love
I
how
was
had
excited.
fun.
I love
We were
how
alone
the
in the
people
server.
they think that everyone, and this kind of goes for Rainbow Six Siege too. They think that everyone's going to be that organized. In
Right.
Rainbow
No,
Six
no, no.
Siege looks super
There's
cool.
no
hold
way.
On, hold on. I sent him a Rainbow Six Siege floor demo. I don't know if
People
it's still
playing
up
at E3.
because it was people on the floor playing it, not stage people.
Right.
And somebody just hoodyank videoed it, and I don't know if it's still up. But oh my god, it was very organized.
Yeah,
it was
they
so
actually
cool
looked
because
very
they give
organized.
you two minutes or so before it starts for the people who have the hostage to set everything up, and then the people who are coming
Oh,
in,
wow.
they get a floor plan of the house for this level. And they like decided what they were gonna do, and they get to send their camera in and see what the other
That
people
is
were doing.
awesome.
Is that the only game
They
mode?
said
so
no. There's more
Okay,
game
I was gonna
modes.
say.
There's more game modes. There's more maps, and
is there
people
a
said
campaign?
yes. I think
Okay.
so.
Are
I didn't
Tom
hear
Clancy
anything.
games usually multi-platform?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright.
People have
So
said that
we
You
all
guys
play on
think it'll be on
PC.
PC?
We all
Yeah,
play on
yeah, for
PC.
sure.
people
Okay.
have said that Siege was like their who've played on the floor was their most hyped game, and I thought
Looked
Ubisoft
very
had
cool.
such a cool conference.
Yeah.
But while I've been very hyped for the Division, some of the stuff that people have said have worried me. Apparently, one of the leads on the Division was contacted by one of the heads of Ubisoft that they need to push out the game sooner, and they are not near done.
Like I think it was like Ubisoft said they wanted it out by 2014, and the developer said like he didn't think it could even reach 2015.
Yeah, he thought 2016, hopefully. And if they push it out 2 years in advance with what happened
It's
to
gonna be
Watch
shit.
Dogs, it's going to be shit.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
are not near ready.
Shigeru Miyamoto once said, "A delayed game will be fantastic. A rushed, something along the lines of that, and a rushed game."
A little bit lost in
Yeah.
translation.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
lost in
he's
translation.
trying to
No,
translate
yeah.
the
Title of the
Japanese.
episode right there.
Yeah.
Half-Life 3.
Yeah, no,
Just
it
in
was,
translation.
it was something along the lines of a rushed game is going to be terrible, whereas a delayed game, yeah, it's going to be delayed, but it's going to be great.
Yeah,
the wait.
the same
Worth
thing
the
with
wait.
Bioshock. Who's the lead on Bioshock Infinite?
Ken Levine.
Ken
Ken Levine. Ken
Yeah.
Levine said the same thing.
Ken Levine's the lead on all the Bioshock games.
Well,
yeah.
Not,
No,
two,
not
two?
anymore.
Not two.
Yeah.
Was it?
I don't
Yeah,
think
he
he
was.
No, he was not on. I don't think he was on two.
For the
No, I thought it
story,
was a
he
different-
was.
He was.
For the story, he was.
Okay, I didn't know because two.
Because
But
but I don't
multiplayer-
think
It was just a
team
different
and-
development team.
Yeah,
It
his team
wasn't,
didn't work on it. His team
yeah.
didn't work on it.
Those hot dogs.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Have you guys ever heard of this game called Night Trap for the Sega CD?
No.
You guys ever heard of this?
Wait, yes, I
Okay,
have.
okay. I gotta tell you guys about this.
Oh
This
my
could bring up
God.
kind of like a moral discussion here. It's this game. You guys know Sega CD, not very successful.
Oh,
Extension for the
absolutely not.
Genesis, it's a little CD drive that puts on top, and it's this game where you're on this team that's supposed to make fun of the SWAT team, but it's called the Scat Team. And it's not a parody game. It's supposed to be serious. But anyways, you're on this team, and the game starts out this Navy admiral. Navy. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Cool. Guy we know that's in the Naval Academy. Anyways,
Let that out.
there's this, military guy, and he's telling you that you gotta go. You're just this random person. They never tell you who you are. You're like, oh, you gotta go in this house, and these girls are having a sleepover, but these guys are fucking breaking into their house. So the game is set up, and obviously Sega CD, there's not a lot of actual gameplay that goes on. It's set up like a movie. It's a lot of clips.
Yeah.
So what you do is they said
it's
we've
that
planted,
console.
we've accessed their security system. And they have 8 cameras set up around their house.
It's just
so
a
what
random
you-
person's house.
Yeah, well, no, it's the girls that are having the sleepover.
Okay.
And you have to switch between the security cameras, and every time you see the assailants in that room, you have to set a trap. And there's supposed to be some strategy that therefore Night Trap. That's the
Wait,
title.
what kind of traps though?
Like
bear traps?
like
or like
Home
no,
Alone
apparently the whole house is just fucking rigged to just set like cabinets like rotate and fold into the walls.
That's how the world. That's
Right.
how the world is there. Like the
Right.
police don't exist. It's
Yeah.
just
It's just
And
cameras.
cameras that they can look
But
at.
anyways,
It's Watch Dogs.
the reason I brought this up is because this is the game that created the ESRB.
Oh yeah.
Wait, for real?
In 1994, this game and
Yeah, you
Mortal
played the
Kombat.
game?
No, I
gonna
watched.
say, I
I
thought
watched
Mortal
the
Kombat
the
was
game.
the
The
game
game.
that
It was
kind
Mortal Kombat and this
Was it
for two
gory or,
separate.
like,
No. I'll
perverted?
explain in a second.
I'm sure the
so
community-
Mortal Kombat is the violence side of it.
Right.
This was the side that's more of like terror and over sexualization.
Yeah.
There's a scene where this girl's like in the bathroom getting dressed,
Mm-hmm.
and like one of the security cameras is the bathroom. You don't see any nudity, but the shower is behind her, and
Right.
there's just a guy in the shower,
Oh,
like just
God.
watching her. And this was before there was any T ratings or M ratings or
Yeah.
anything. So I'm sure little kids got their hands on this
Yeah,
game, and it was
they
scary
probably
as
did.
hell.
Yeah.
So I, according to Wikipedia, it's not a reliable source, but
Oh my ass.
Night Trap and Mortal Kombat are the 2 games that spawned the creation of the ESRB.
Wow.
So
I was
I
gonna
just
say-
thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, it
I
is.
watched
I
the
mean-
Game Grumps do a playthrough.
Ah,
of it.
okay.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, earlier
Is
this
it like
morning.
newer Game Grumps?
Yes,
I was
It
gonna
wa-
say,
it's not John.
yeah.
It's not John Tron.
Yeah.
It's
New
but
Game
anyways,
Grumps is-
I thought it was I thought it was a funny video just because the game was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And because they lost. I thought it was really
How do
funny.
you
Like,
lose?
they let everyone get killed.
Oh God.
Like the guy came up and
They
this
can
is
die?
keep in mind this is a real life. This is a real life person acting.
gonna
all
say,
these
is it
are
all
real life
full motion
people.
video?
Oh,
yes,
God.
it's all full
Man.
motion
Oh
video.
God.
Yeah.
I was expecting
There's a
this
scene
to
where
be
there's a
canceled
scene
the
where
whole
all
time.
the girls in the sleepover just start
Yeah.
fucking singing an 80s song, and it has the title of the game in it, like "It's a night trap, you gotta run for your life," and it's terrible. It's so bad. And what?
What did you say?
I think I tried to say meta, but
I think
Meta.
I don't think it
He
matters.
said
It's-
meta.
Anyways, the
Guys,
people.
let's go play some Smash. I'm gonna play some meta tonight.
The Game Grumps
Got his
lose,
ass.
and the military guy, again, full motion video, real person actor, he comes on the screen and is like, "Oh, what are you doing? You let too many of the assailants get in the house."
What
And then
guy
the
who
credits roll.
What happens? Like you get to see people die?
No.
Oh,
no,
I
it
thought
just
you
cuts
did.
away from the security,
Right.
and then you.
Oh, man.
They didn't even know that they lost. Like they were just trying to set a trap, and then it cut to the guy, and then they were like, "Oh, I guess we lost."
Is
So-
it terribly acted?
Oh yeah. Oh, it's
God, I
terrible.
wanna
It's
see it.
so
You
bad.
piqued my interest. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, and I was really entertained
Yeah.
by the whole. I was intrigued by the fact that it spawned the ESRB and all that. I thought it was really
What
cool.
do you guys think of the ESRB, like in general?
I think in general,
I think
it's
they're
helpful.
misrepresenting all the target audiences. I feel like this kind of goes for movies too. With
'Cause
the,
I wrote a
with the
paper
with
this
the
year.
with the MPAA. Isn't that who does movies?
Movie pictures.
I think that's right. I think it's
MPAA. And I feel like realistically,
Movie
the classes are
picture.
fine.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the actual population that watches movies and plays games, everyone is moved down.
Yeah.
What do you, oh, okay. I see.
By
Like
that,
they're
I
more
mean
desensitized.
E. Yeah, E
Okay.
does not exist.
Yeah.
T things are played by E, M
Yeah.
things are played by T. Adults only are played by M.
And hasn't it kind of
I
gone?
feel like that's all moved down.
Hasn't it kinda gone the other way?
Are you saying adults don't play video games? I mean,
No.
the average
I'm
gamer
just saying
nowadays is 27 years
that's
old.
not what I'm saying. And
Okay.
remember, keep in mind that I'm grouping this with movies too.
Okay.
The-
Okay. I see what you're saying.
whatever the ESRB or the MPAA is intending to be the audience, it's actually the audience below it.
Okay. Yeah.
So
that
he's
makes
know what I
saying
mean?
that,
sense.
that a bunch of teens want to go see R-rated movies.
Right,
Yes.
right.
And I'm saying that
And that makes sense.
a bunch of kids want to play Call of Duty.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think
it works
the
both ways.
The problem
Yeah.
spawns in that overly concerned parents like just overreact about
Yeah.
the rating without even doing enough research about
I
which
think
game
no.
it
Well,
will be.
here's
that-
I think the rating system is fine. Like, and it's not even legally binding. It's only stores that uphold it. Like,
Yeah.
it's a GameStop policy that they don't sell kids
Right.
who are
Same
17.
thing with Best Buy movies.
Right.
Yeah.
It's exactly. It's a suggestion.
Yeah,
Same
it's a
thing with Best Buy
suggestion. I
movies.
think that the
Right.
rating is fine, and at least we're not like Australia. Sorry for anybody who might be in Australia whose government regulates, censors everything.
Yeah.
Like their South
new
Park
South
version
Park
was
game, yeah.
terrible.
Like,
Their
half
Mortal
Saints Row.
Kombat
Oh, was
version
it
was
really?
terrible.
Yeah, it was
aware
like
of that.
during like the really bad scenes, it would just like pop up a picture I think with their flag and it'd be like, "This is what's happening in this."
Yeah,
scene.
yeah.
So
I want
terrible.
to see that.
Because
I
you
wanna
can't
see
see it.
gameplay of
Because
that.
your
What?
country
Was it the
censored
abortion
it.
scene?
Yeah.
There was I
Abortion
think there was
scene in
different
the game?
scenes.
There's
but-
there's one where
South Park spoilers.
you get abducted by aliens and
They probe your ass.
they
with,
probe
like-
you. They
Oh,
probe you,
yeah,
and
I
it's
read about
it's
this
just
somewhere.
like it's a
Yeah.
dildo essentially.
Going back to
and you have to break it with your anus, and you have to mash the button.
That's
That's
the other
so
game.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so
Going
funny.
back
Did you
to
ever
what
finish the game?
I haven't. No.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. Going back to what Ryan said about parents overreacting. The main example that I always give for that is Halo. They always, because they've heard the most. Now it's probably Call of Duty. But
Now,
back when we
yeah,
were,
yeah.
but it used to be Halo. Back when parents heard about Halo, that's the only game they'd ever heard about,
Yep.
and they knew it was a shooter, and they knew that there was bloods. They were like, "Oh, my kid
Blood.
can't
That-
play
and,
Halo.
like, that game-
Halo's the worst."
Not
And
that
then,
violent.
Not even bad.
and then,
No.
no, not at all. It's very sci-fi. It's very almost.
It
I don't want
feels.
to say
It feels.
fantasy, but it's
no,
not
but I know what you
realistic
mean.
at all.
It feels. It
Yeah.
feels above you. It feels like
Yes.
something you're.
That
not
was my
gonna do.
excuse for letting my mom like get it for me for Christmas. I was
Letting
like,
her
oh,
get
it's
it.
like,
Like
well,
you
like
let her
that-
get it.
it was like Christmas.
Yeah,
of
Mom, you
07.
can get this.
Oh,
for me.
okay.
It was last
I
year.
think in
It
the
was-
same
right,
vein,
right. It was like 8th grade.
parents really don't want their kids playing Grand Theft Auto. I think a lot.
Well,
of
and that's the
Yeah.
other example that I always use because whenever an uneducated parent talks about Grand Theft Auto, oh, you can beat up hookers.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes, you can beat up hookers,
Right.
but
But
that
it's
has
not the
never been
goal.
in the story.
Right.
Yeah, it's
out
not
of
the goal.
any
Yeah.
of the games.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
it's
you would
just
have to
very-
actually go out of your way, to, first of all, to find a hooker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Grand Theft Auto 5, the world is fucking
difficult.
huge.
Yeah, I was gonna
it would
say,
take you forever to
I
find a
never saw
hooker.
tits in GTA 5.
I did. I got one.
I did.
He
Did
just
you
got
really?
one. He just
Yeah.
cut it
Yeah, I
off.
did.
And I killed her just because I could. Like I heard. I heard so
This
much
is
about
not
the
the demographic
Yeah, I was
I'm
gonna
talking
say,
about.
like,
your kids play GTA.
Yeah.
They're always like, "Ooh, you can kill hookers," and I never did it, so I had to do it because I always said I could.
Right.
I was like, of course,
There's
I'm
some
gonna do it.
newspaper, and there was a post on Reddit about it that like they just blew it right out of the water.
Yeah,
like, they were
way out of
They
proportion.
were like, it's a. They assumed that the people reading the article didn't know what Grand Theft Auto was. So they're
Right.
Grand Theft Auto is a game where you abduct prostitutes and like brutally torture them, and it just I was like,
And
this
if
is
you
not
play-
true at all.
The abduction scene was kind of rough. Like that was
True.
debated.
But that
was
it wasn't a
violent.
prostitute though.
Right, I know.
Yeah.
When
That
is
was-
that? What happened?
Where you
where you torture the
yes,
dude.
Interrogation.
Oh, in your
you can light
trouble.
him
I
on
understand.
fire,
Yeah, I
he was
understand
being-
why
was
there
nice.
was
But honestly,
controversy
like-
about. You like fucking rip out his teeth, don't you?
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
pretty, it
You
was
gotta
pretty
choose
brutal.
what you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was pretty brutal.
That's why I
It
love
was
rated
brutal,
M
but-
games. Like they challenge stuff that like wouldn't be
They,
accepted by
they
normal
didn't
people.
they didn't used to though.
They didn't used
See,
to.
that's
but
the
like
thing.
The Last of Us,
Forced.
play The Last of Us.
I
There's
have
a
played
lot-
The Last
oh,
of Us.
yeah.
Yeah,
There's
The
a
Last
lot
of
of
Us.
No,
you. I meant
Yeah,
you.
please
You
no
played The Last
spoilers
of Us.
here.
But there's a lot of stuff that like it's questionable
Alright.
in there.
Oh, like that
Last
part
of Us
where
spoilers. What parts? Are you
Yeah.
talking
Well,
about?
no, don't say
I
it.
don't
No,
know.
no, they-
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
say
it's
it.
me. It's
Oh.
me, not
That's
them.
why-
It's me
that's
because
why I
I'm
don't
about
wanna
to get
say
it soon.
anything.
So.
Okay. Yeah.
But
PS4.
I mean, I'll
Ultimate
talk to
Edition.
you guys in private if you want me to cite some examples.
Yeah.
But,
Luckily, Ryan watched through the game.
Not all of
Ryan,
it.
what is
Not
wrong
all
with
of
you?
it.
It is debatably one of the best games I've ever played.
It's really good.
Yeah. I
It's
mean,
really
it's
good.
up on my list for sure.
Well, I mean,
Shouldn't.
I've never had a PlayStation console. I wasn't planning on getting a PlayStation.
It's
console.
gonna be
I
coming
just
for PC
bought-
too,
I
though.
was always a Nintendo
Is it
guy
really?
until.
Is it?
The
No.
new one. The new one's
No,
It's a-
PS4.
it's an
Oh, it's an
It's
exclusive.
Naughty
Duh.
Dog,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
I was thinking GTA.
Yeah.
GTA is
Yeah.
coming
Oh,
to
yeah,
PC.
yeah,
Yeah.
I like how they didn't announce that in the E3 trailer. They were just like
Yeah.
PS4 and Xbox One, won, and then you had to go online and be like, oh, it's coming to PC too.
Yeah,
And
someone on Reddit had to write that it was confirmed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Biller, I have a question for you. This might get heated. Why are Sam's Pretzels so good?
Sam's Club pretzels.
Sam's Club
not
pretzels.
his pretzels.
Oh, not him.
apologize.
Sam's Club.
So,
pretzel.
Are you talking about like
Sam's, like
Have
the Walmart.
kind
like,
they just
like
sell
Sam's
there.
Club,
Like
yeah,
the whole store.
Walmart owns Sam's Club.
They
Yeah,
have
okay. We shop there.
Walmart owns Sam's Club.
Bavolian
What?
pretzels or whatever.
Walmart owns
Bulgarian.
Sam's
Bulgarian.
No,
Yeah,
no,
they're
no,
like
no,
the
no.
same.
Because it's
Bavarian,
like Sam
Bavarian.
Walmart, I
Bavarian
think.
pretzels.
Yeah, well, it's like I don't think the last
Walton,
name's
I
Walmart, but it's
It's
like
Walton.
Sam Walton.
Why
yeah.
why even have Sam's Club then? Why not just turn it into
Because Sam's
Because
Club,
is
Sam's Club's
wholesale-
hype, dude.
wholesale.
It's awesome.
It's great.
Yeah, it's
Sam's
a
Club is
bunch. You can
wholesale.
buy like a pallet of everything.
Oh, it's
pallet,
in the stores.
yeah.
I
It's
think
similar
I've
to,
been
like,
into
what,
Sam's Club
Costco?
once.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
I think when I'm older, like, and assuming my parents still get me Christmas presents, I'm probably just gonna ask for a year's membership to Sam's Club. That's gonna save me a shit ton of money. Think about it. That's gonna be so
Right.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sam's Club.
So
is
why
awesome.
are the
But anyways,
pretzels so
have
good?
any of you had the pretzels at Sam's
I have
Club?
had pretzels.
You have?
Very buttery. I
Wait,
had their pizza
like,
too.
that you buy
Pizza's
there?
great. They sell Nathan's hot dogs, all beef.
Nathan's
They're
hot
awesome.
dogs are
They're
so
awesome.
I've had
It's-
Nathan's
it's
hot
all
dogs.
good.
And it's so
Pizza's
cheap.
good.
It's so cheap.
Yeah,
Their
I've
food is
had-
so cheap.
Have you
It's
guys,
awesome.
who here has had a Nathan's hot dog?
Oh, yeah.
I have never had it.
I couldn't tell you
I
if
have
I
had a
had or not.
Nathan's hot dog one time in my life.
It's so
We were
juicy.
with- I was like,
it's so beefy and so
oh,
juicy.
So it like legitimately, it squirts in your mouth.
It
No,
does.
legitimately,
does,
though, it
though.
actually
does.
does.
Do they
Ignore
sell it,
the
like, at the
innuendo. It
ballpark?
actually does squirt in your
No,
mouth.
I don't think they do.
Well,
I'm not
ballpark
sure.
hot dogs.
All the
at
pig-
car
all the
station.
pig
ballpark-
Love
juices.
them. They're awesome.
Oh.
But anyways,
Oh yeah,
Oh,
cool.
yeah.
they're like the dough is just like it's just so like gooey and it just oh my god, you just rip off a piece and you just put it in your mouth and the butter
So
and the
hey,
salt.
There's a
are
lot of
these
butter.
like are these like frozen
QT
ones for
pretzels
sale,
are very
or do you buy
similar.
them at the little concession vendor?
Those are really good.
Which one?
Both. So obviously at the store, like it's just like best because they put it like on the little tray and it goes through and it like slow bakes it and they have the butter and shit. But
Hype.
like my mom just came back from with her friend. They went to Sam's Club and you buy them in this pack of 60. And they split them, and we have 30 at our house, and I have been eating them nonstop.
The pretzels?
Better
The
than
pretzels.
biodiesel
Damn.
pretzels.
You can buy the pretzels.
No
It's a
way.
pack of
Gus's
60.
pretzels.
The cold,
Yeah.
they were cold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Best pretzels of my life.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah,
Well,
What about what
I'm
about
not- I'm
Auntie
not-
Anne's?
Yeah.
oh,
Auntie Anne's are just
Auntie,
unreal.
you never
Yeah.
had Auntie Anne's?
No.
What?
What?
Bill, you can't talk about
No.
pretzels
Yeah, you
unless
don't
you've
even
had
get to
it.
talk
Yeah.
about pretzels.
Okay,
You have
and
to try
this
it.
is
You have to
going
try
off
it.
Auntie Anne's. This is going to open up a discussion, and I'm being
What's your favorite
completely
pretzel?
politically correct here. I don't think I've ever seen someone working there that's not African American.
True.
I'm honestly asking, like, why do you guys think that is? I don't understand.
I've seen at
Really,
the
you
mall.
have?
Yeah, I've seen it. At the
I don't know.
mall.
It's just, I mean, that's fine. I wondered if they've like hiring policies or.
No, I don't. I know
I
I
haven't
have
noticed.
scumbag company.
Yeah.
You know,
We were
what
there
it is?
today, I don't remember.
Did I say company?
You said company.
I meant to say scumbag company. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't aware that you were trying to say company.
Right.
Thank you for
No.
clearing it up.
You don't have to be racist
Yeah.
though.
You don't, no, right. Yeah, you don't need to be racist.
I think we should.
No, I haven't noticed. I mean, we were there today, and I didn't.
Yeah, I didn't look over there really. So.
Yeah.
All right.
I got a glass of water there.
We have nice.
Yeah,
We
you-
have about 3-4 more
Congratulations.
minutes if we want to actually be virtual hour. So, do you have anything you guys want to close it on?
No, I don't know. I'm trying to start a new TV series, but I don't have time, and I want to get into
Game of Thrones. You should
Yeah.
I
definitely
downloaded
get into
Game of Thrones the other night,
Thrones.
and I'm super
Scumbag.
hyped because
Yeah, you're a scumbag, dude. You
Scumbag.
should buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it anyway.
You should buy it.
No,
Such a scumbag.
not gonna
Yeah.
buy it anyway. They're not gaining anything. They're not losing anything.
They are.
Everybody
They are
wins.
losing.
They are losing,
Okay,
and they
if-
would be gaining.
I would not buy it anyway. Do you know what I'm like? Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't go out and buy
But
it.
you
You
should.
apparently would. You're so excited to
You
watch
wanna
it.
see it, yeah.
You want to see it
I
bad
don't wanna
enough.
pay to
This is
see
a
it.
this is a whole nother thing. See,
Yeah, this is a whole topic. No.
we can get into it
into
right
it.
now. I don't care about
Okay,
being
yeah.
on an hour.
Piracy.
I stopped.
How do you-
I
I'm gonna
stopped
cut this.
pirating things. We're not gonna cut it.
Completely?
I
Into a
stopped.
different half.
No. It could be.
Nope.
No.
We're leaving
No,
it
I
in.
wanna
We
hear
don't
your
need.
side, 'cause
We're
I
gonna
wanna
go
see
over an
it.
hour because
Go.
piracy is an important topic.
Yeah, it is.
I don't pirate
our
anymore.
podcast.
I don't. I don't.
Please pay $10 per.
Yeah, per view. I don't pirate anymore. I used
Like
to.
at all?
I used no, not at all.
Even if
never-
you want to check something out before you buy it, like an
Nope.
album.
Not at all. Nope.
I've only ever pirated one thing.
Well, 'cause
It's like
Here's the
Super
reason.
Bowl.
Spotify
Here's the.
I have
here-
Spotify
Hold on,
Premium.
wait, Drew.
I
you
have.
start.
I'm gonna present my argument. I stopped pirating games, and I only ever pirated Minecraft, and
Okay.
then I bought Minecraft later on. And
Oh,
the
they
reason
don't
the reason I don't pirate
do.
games.
Small game.
The reason I don't pirate games is because game studios get punished hardcore if their game doesn't sell well.
True.
And lots of people pirate games, and if I want the PC genre or platform to stay alive, I'm definitely not going to pirate PC games. And then I'm going to go through each platform. I don't pirate music because I'm a musician myself, and it's not like I go out and sell my music. I mean, it's for free everywhere. Check out All Night Diner, shameless plug. But anyway, I mean, as a musician myself, as playing and opening for other musicians and like talking with them about it, and like it's just something that it's not really like ruining the genre. Like obviously you get exposed to new people by having your music out there for free, but I think you have to support the industry. And you know, like people say like, oh, that money just goes to the record company. Sure, but a lot of the music I listen to, small record labels. I mean, you need to support them too.
They need the money.
They need the money. And also
Well, that's why I'm saying for like things like you said, you're talking about pirating video games. Do I want to pirate an indie game that I, like Shovel Knight? I've been playing Shovel Knight lately, and that, that was a Kickstarter campaign.
Or Space Engineers.
Yeah, I'm not going to pirate something like that, but if I want to check out, something that, some AAA title, like, let's say Assassin's Creed 5 comes out.
That's why
whole studios still get cut. EA will cut an
Everybody
entire
has the same
studio if the game
mentality.
doesn't...
Nobody's going to buy it.
The only thing, and I know Drew is going to get here in like 5 seconds, the only thing that I pirate is movies, especially if it's older movies.
Yeah,
and
that's the main thing I pirate.
Because I honestly do not believe that movie studios need as much money as they have.
I don't even
think
pirate
that they
those
need it.
anymore, so...
Really?
Oh, I think I would pirate this.
Do you like collecting movies?
I
do
also
like
enjoy
owning
collecting them
things,
if I like them.
Right.
I'm a big movie
See,
guy.
that's why I don't pirate games. I enjoy collecting games.
Yeah, well, that's fine. I mean, but with a movie, I'm not going to buy it unless I really like it. And if it's a movie that came out in 2004, I'm not going to be like, oh, I haven't seen this. I've heard it's good. I'm going to buy it.
Right.
Yeah,
No.
I know what you mean, but
No.
at this point, Netflix is getting an impressive library.
Yeah.
Anything
Of
they
TV shows.
anything
I'm not
they
saying I
don't
wouldn't
have,
pay for Netflix. I'm saying I wouldn't pay for
I know.
hard copies.
Yeah.
of
I know what you mean.
movies.
Anything
I
that
would
they don't
do
have-
Netflix.
I pay for Netflix.
I would do
I pay for
Netflix.
anything that they don't have, I tend to buy. And Spotify Premium has made me not have to pirate. I mean, they have everything, and any music that I want, I collect vinyl, so I'll buy the vinyl to support them even more. I don't know. I mean, I just think that at this point, people are coming with better solutions to
Yeah,
piracy.
I agree.
That's true.
Especially
Spotify,
Netflix. Especially
I understand
Netflix.
what you're saying, but most of the time, like you said, I have Spotify Premium, so I don't pirate music anymore. Movies, kind of along the same lines as what he said. I do new movies every now and then, like the Lego Movie. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There it
I'll
is.
pay to see movies in theaters.
Correct. I saw the Lego
do
Movie in theaters. I loved it. I pirated it.
Oh, I didn't.
So
know.
yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't
Yeah,
want to
I heard.
own a movie I've already seen.
I heard the feds are watching this, and they're gonna get you.
Right. They're watching.
Their face
It's
is their
actually
warrant.
somewhat
Right.
likely. but-
Yeah.
Their faces, their warrant. Yeah, I don't know. Piracy is definitely a hot button issue.
Yeah.
But I think it's
I agree.
getting. I think it's toning down. I mean, as better solutions come out.
You wouldn't download a car.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. You wouldn't.
So on that legal note, this has been the virtual hour. I think this is about an hour. So thanks for watching, guys.